All right. I apologize for that. On again. Grateful Scopes are coming back. Hi, Greg, everyone that was with me during the first year that I was doing Periscope. It was something that changed my world, you guys. And I would go on Periscope after writing down what I was grateful for, and I would share it with you guys every single day. Hey, Deborah girl, so happy to see you that you're still on Periscope. It's been a while since I've been on Periscope consistently. And the reason why I am inspired to go on and do Periscopes again and with my gratitude, because it was fulfilling. It was fulfilling. And I was inspired by reading a really good friend of mine. He shared with me his grateful journal, and it was so powerful. And my friend gave me a gratitude journal not too long ago. So I get to use it, and it inspired me to write again and express. You guys, there's so many ways of expressing. You can express yourself on video. You can express yourself on social media. You can express to yourself by writing it down. You can express yourself by singing. You can express yourself by creating art, building something, right? Journal for it, and I just love it. And so I was getting insight on his life because he would date it, and it's just such a beautiful thing when you can document your growth, you can document your thoughts, and you go back and you look at it, you're like, wow. And I have always expressed myself through blogs and writing, right? And now we have like lives and things like that, so we're able to express ourselves on there, or whatever that you feel is comfortable and that's most fulfilling to you. So that is why I am deciding to come back. I'm really excited. There's been so many projects that has been in my life, so I haven't been able to express myself as often on live as I've wanted, or write as much. So thank you. Yeah, who is still on Periscope, you guys? I feel like I will never forget. Hi, Los Angeles. I will never forget the community that I met on Periscope, because it was literally the wind beneath my wings, because I was such in a rut, and it was a healthy platform for me to express myself, practice vulnerability, practice confidence, practice speaking, and to be open to connecting with you guys. And I've met so many freaking people from Periscope, and then we would connect on Instagram or Facebook. Oh, I was supposed to leave Periscope. But you're still on. Look at that. So you guys can connect with me more closely on Instagram and Facebook, you guys. Mostly Instagram. But a lot of my lives are Facebook. I will be streaming on multiple platforms really soon. Didn't get that memo. Yeah. Hi, Transmitter. Hi, Glassman. So, this is a short message. I will be on Periscope more often. I will be streaming from multiple platforms. So it's time to up it a little bit. And quick announcement. I am now a life coach. So if you guys need support anywhere in the emotional area, mental area, spiritual area, I am your person. If you would like support on how to become your very own best friend and get started with your self-love journey, you guys have seen me on here. I'm all about self-love, self-care, self-compassion, and growth, period. Transformation, period. So it's Quinn for the win. But Quinn doesn't win if her friends don't win. Or if you're watching this right now and you want to know what it feels like to win with yourself, that's what it's really about for me, right? Wouldn't you guys say you experience something so amazing, you want to pay it forward? Or when you see somebody going through a similar transition, a similar growth, you're just like, man, how can I help this person? How can I support this person to further them on even more? Win for the Quinn, yes, or win with Quinn, right? Playing around with the name, but yes, I am now doing life coaching and many other things, but I would say that area is my true purpose, to simply pay forward things that's helped me along the way to you guys. So I am so excited to be offering that service to you guys. Hi, hey, everybody. It's always after like 10 minutes or 5 minutes that people hop on. Hey, Devin, thank you for being on. Watch the replay. Just saying that I will be back doing my Grateful Scopes. I miss it so much. And I got inspired by reading my friend's personal gratitude journal. He was so gracious to let me read it and inspired me so much to write again. There's so much to us, you guys. There is so much to us. All the answers that you're looking for is actually within you. It's a matter of Do you spend enough alone time? Do you spend enough time reflecting and attempting to practice what the advice that you give to other people? Because that's your advice, right? How about you start practicing your own advice and you will see these answers unfold right in front of you, and it came from you. Hey, Johnny Norcal. Hey, everybody. Hi. Thank you for the hearts, Greg. I so appreciate that. So, what have you guys been up to? I graduated last week from a program called ALA. It's in San Diego. If you guys want some fucking deep-ass intense work for your heart, I am telling you, I highly, highly, highly effing recommend it. It's 2 weekends. There's a level 1, level 2, level 3 is optional, but it has been, I'm so grateful for it. It opened my heart up even more. It went to areas that deserved more attention to. I love fucking deep-ass intense work for the heart. Oh my gosh, Greg. If you're fucking serious and you're in a place where you'd be committed as fuck to really do some really deep, intense work like you've never done before, ALA is the best one. I experienced it. My friend experienced it. I've had other people who's done like Landmark and all this other stuff. There's nothing like ALA. Like each program, these programs and these academies out there, they're all different, right? So this one's for the heart. Okay. So yeah. And man, I could go on a tangent about this, about personal growth and things like that. We wait so much and we're so used to putting ourselves in the back seat. When are we going to start driving our own cars, right? Like there's always going to be something in the way, like money. Money is a huge one, right? And then you let that defeat you. And we're not allowing ourselves to be creative. We're not allowing ourselves to realize that, wait, like, are we worth it? Am I worth this transformation? All this other work that I'm doing for people, like, is that really worth my time? Or my time and my money is more precious to be spent more on me, right? Like the things that I need in my life and the things that I want, like, where in your life is that a priority? If it's not the first top 2, then you can already see like how long you've been practicing putting yourself last. So to practice putting yourself first, yeah, like it's going to take mental strength. It's going to take some freaking emotional muscles. It's going to take some support. It's going to take you investing time and money into yourself. It's going to take for you to be really effing uncomfortable. It's going to take tears. It's going to take you to be vulnerable. It's going to take so much from you. But at the same time, isn't it so fulfilling? Like you're actually putting time and money towards the most precious thing on this fucking planet, yourself and your heart. So, I mean, if you guys, I don't know, like there's like ALA that I can tell you guys about, or if you want support from me to get started on this self-love and self-compassion work, building up towards ALA, like whichever order you do, like I'm open to talking about that. Reconnect with an old friend on a new level. I haven't felt bliss like this in a while, right? It's like you haven't talked to someone in a while and then all of a sudden you guys come back together and you guys have similar experiences and all of a sudden you guys realize that you guys are on the same page and now you guys can support each other. Like, I love that. And speaking about friendships, you guys, I've been talking about this forever, but I have found my tribe and I've only met these individuals 2 years ago. You guys, just 2 years ago. And I would have not met them if I was not committed to working on myself. Talk about new friends that are fulfilling, that are accepting, placing no judgment on you, and being so transparent. Hey, I will tell you guys get to decide what kind of friends you guys want. And being so clear on that and not adjusting yourself to fit in to a certain group of friends, right? And yeah, like I will tell you, I had to become that friend first and foremost, right? Foremost, I mentioned I would have never met these tribe of people if I was not committed to myself. Because I was committed to myself, I felt better about myself. I started feeling more confident. I felt more confident to be with other people, to connect with other people, and not to be worried about being judged when I meet new people. right? So working on yourself, you start feeling better. And when you feel better, you start doing things that you know that you need to do. Like, for an example, meet new people, right? So the confidence builds you up. Hi, Steve! To meet other people. And then because you have so much love for yourself, you know exactly the kinds of quality of people that you're willing to get to know. I'm saying some things backwards, you guys. I've learned that I'm somewhat dyslexic, but you guys get me, right? So, be, do, have, being that person that you want in your life, being your better self, focusing and dedicating some time to you to grow, whether it's emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, right? And then from being, you feel better. So then you start doing, right? And from doing consistently, you start having, or, right? You start having these things in your life that you wanted or needed this whole freaking time. How do you break the freaking cycle? That is a great question. So to answer your question, right? How do you break the cycle? What first comes to mind? It's always easier when you look at somebody else. Like, let's just say you have a friend, and this friend has a bad habit of sleeping in, for an example. Bad habit of sleeping in, right? Would you say people sleep in because they don't feel great and they feel tired? So, to break the cycle, wouldn't you say there's some thought process, some awareness happening? So, breaking the cycle requires you to think and to be aware of the fact that you need to break a cycle. And your thought process is very interesting, right? Yeah, you have to want it. So it's always a thought process, right? And then usually we get into self-beat-up mode. We start criticizing or something. Something negative always happens in your thought process. So what I had to do with break my cycle was, be aware, have that real conversation with myself and be like, okay, I'm not going to feel bad about this any longer. So before we start getting to the good thoughts, right? Like the bad thoughts are already there. I know that for first and foremost. So breaking the cycle comes with awareness, knowing that it's going to take some fucking practice, and having some self-compassion for yourself. So once you're able to master that, you'll start feeling good, and then you already know what you need to do. I will always tell people that you already know what you need to do. And sometimes, right, we might reach out for support for a coach. This is why a lot of, like fitness, for an example, a lot of people, they need accountability, so they hire a freaking coach. So I became my own coach. I did the toughest route to start breaking the bad cycle for myself. I was that determined, you guys. I was so emotionally gone, spiritually gone, that I was like, F this, I'm not going to rely on anyone ever again. We're always giving advice. So I started becoming my own coach. I started looking for answers on YouTube. And based on people's suggestions, I started implementing one or two of them every single day. And then slowly I started getting better, thus breaking my cycle. My own personal cycle was depressive thoughts and feeling unworthy and thinking about my ex, for an example, right? Kept on thinking about him. So the more I thought about him, the more negative thoughts came up. And then self-worth conversations like, I am not good enough. And just replaying scenarios that brought me sadness and stories of not feeling worthy. I don't know if you're still here, but hope that helped you. That's what I got. I know that self-compassion is the very first start. Actually, I'm sorry. Awareness is the very first thing. And then it's the self-compassion area, right? Whatever conversations that you're having, it needs to be a healthy one. Because once it turns from negative to healthy, now you start feeling better, and then you start doing some actions. The actions, you guys, I don't need to say anything because you already know what you need to do. We hear it every day. But it's just that we feel like shit, so we don't want to do it. So how can we start feeling better about ourselves from the very... And it's all these thoughts. People say do, but there's so much required before doing, would you say? Right? Yeah! Oh, I love being on here, you guys. I love it. I know, Steve. Oh my gosh. So much love to you. So much love for the repeated people that I see here all the time. But yeah, very excited to tell you that I I will be on Periscope more often. Number 1, awareness, finding the reason. 3, approach what triggers it. Continue work on your goals. See, when you say that, see, finding the reason, approach what triggers it. So like, that's all in your thoughts. We all will have a different system. Thank you so much, Dr. John Morrow. Thank you. Hi. You missed the army. What about the army that you miss? Ba-bam. Yes. Yeah, so updates. I'm a life coach now, or I would say a self-love coach. Self-love coach. My friend was like, what about happiness coach? Like, I love that. But you guys, people see me and they think about self-care and self-love. So it made sense. Self-love coach. Yes, I see you again too, Dennis. Hey, everything mainly getting shot at. Oh my gosh. Was it wrong? Oh no, what you were saying, Johnny, was not wrong. I'm just saying, see, like, what you're saying, what you're saying relates to what I was saying, right? There's so many ways of saying this, the same thing. That's basically what I was saying. It's so heart racing. Adrenaline, huh? Yeah, so that's my update. Graduated from an emotional intelligence academy called ALA. If you have more questions, I'm on Instagram and Facebook. Just look up Quinn for the Win. You guys Google Quinn for the Win and you will see where I'm at. But mostly Facebook and Instagram is where I'm at. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Steve. We all get to win. How do you deal with heartbreak? Same thing what I mentioned already. Same thing what I mentioned. Number 1, awareness. Being aware that you're heartbroken. Being aware that, okay, like, here I am being heartbroken. Something needs to change. Dr. John, if you direct message me, I will follow back so I know that's you. Yeah, being aware that there's been something that hasn't been working, right? That led up to this heartbreak, right? What could I have done differently and what can I do moving forward, right? So it's the awareness. And then you got to start practice having healthier conversations with yourself, aka self-compassion, self-talk. What do you need help with? Oh, what do I need help support with? Hey, you guys, I hired a coach myself too. Accountability. Someone to guide me and keep me accountable. So there you go. A coach has a coach. Like, I'm a coach. I have a coach. Make sense? But yeah, I support is accountability always. And to upkeep with my self-love, because if I don't do it, I am not serving anybody. So yeah, how to deal with heartbreak? Same process I was mentioning. Your awareness and then your self-talk. Self-compassion. Not beating yourself up. Not criticizing yourself. Not comparing yourself for other people. Right? The more that you do this practice from negative talk to positive talk, the more that you will start doing things for you. It is a process. Thank you, Steve. Hey, Juan. Anyone that's new on here, can I request that you put in the comment box where you're tuning in from? Thank you. Thank you, Transmitter On. Your username and your picture reminds me of Law of Attraction. What does your username mean to you? Very curious, right? Our username says a lot about us, would you say, and the pictures that we choose. I would love to see, like, the face, of course, but everyone can do what they want and what feels good and what feels like it's representing them the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys, I am here at my house. Ooh, you like electronics. Awesome. That totally makes sense. I get to have dinner with our parents right now. I am freaking hungry, so I get to eat. Love you all so much. It feels so good to be on here. You guys, I'm getting my flow back. Do you have the answers the coach gives you, or someone asks you the same thing? Oh my goodness, can you ask me that one more time? I will answer that question and be gone, because that was a really good question. Bye, Greg. Can you repeat that question one more time? Something about my answers. Do I get the same answers that from my coach, or what was it? Quinn for the Win is my Instagram. Same candle as my Periscope. Thank you, Dennis. Hi, Trigger. Hi, Dave. I'm getting off right now. I'm just waiting for someone asked me a question, and I just asked them to repeat it because I couldn't read it in time. What was your question? Bye, Steve. Bye, everybody. Do you have the answers the coach gives you, or someone would ask you the same thing? Do you have the answers the coaches give you? Do I have the answers okay, so tell me if I'm wrong. What the coach, like my coach, the answers that they're giving me, is it something that I already know? Is that what it is? Hopefully that's what you're asking. So the answers and the support that I'm getting from my coach today, for an example, I just got off of a coaching call. She gave me information that I did not know. So that's what's so powerful. She gave me resources that is helping me feel empowered as a coach, structure-wise and technology-wise. So to answer your question, with today's session, I did not know the answers. I didn't know the answers that she gave me. I did not. So this is not like live. This is live, or I'm not sure what you're talking about. And if you would like to talk further on that, connect with me on Facebook or on Instagram. All right? All right, guys. Oh, you're in a different time zone. It's sunsetty over here right now. I am in Sacramento. I meant that sometimes we know the answer, but we can't also. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We always have the answers, you guys. As far as like what I need to do to feel better about myself, what I need to do for my self-love, self-care. Yeah, I already know those answers. My coach is helping me further, like a business tips, right? Business tips, mostly business tips. That's the support, and also accountability. Sweet. Oh, you're from Sweden. Yeah, no wonder. Come for sure, different time zone. All right, guys. If you have any questions, you can directly ask me. Make sure you follow me if what I've said today resonates with you. And I'll see you guys next time. I don't have a schedule yet when I'll be on Periscope exactly, but usually when I do my gratitude journal, it will be at night. Who knows if I'll do it in the morning, but if you follow me and your notifications are on for when I come on, then whichever time that works when I'm on, then it's perfect. No hookups in that way, not romantically or sexually, anything like. No. I'm here for true, awesome connections, right? Like friend level, support level. Not that? Okay. I just had to put that out there, Johnny. Okay. All right. Toodles. Bye, guys. Bye.